This is so not an everyday makeup. I did more. I was just a little extra with it. Welcome to an easy everyday makeup that I ended up overdoing because I'm on camera and I wanted to do more. And it was fun to play with the makeup. And it's more exaggerated than what I normally do. Let's get into it. Something that bothers me the most if I'm gonna go out and not wear anything is brows. I am grateful that I have brow hairs miraculously. I just don't like when they're messy. I have gotten them laminated before, but that already wore off. So I like keeping them up, but this one is from Rare Beauty and it's the perfect in between where the formula actually keeps your brows fluffy. They stay up without getting flaky and without having them like flat on your head. Like I still want them to look natural, you know? I also like the Rare Beauty eyebrow pencil for filling them in. So I'll just fluff them one more time. And I like doing brows first because you know how people get like flakies on their brows? I think it's because it's mixing with sunscreen and lotion and foundation and all these things. So doing your brows first just prevents them from pilling around here. Honestly, barely touch these, but I do want them slightly defined. The lightest hand, using your like the further away you go from the tip of it, that's a bit better. Also, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just like getting ready just cause. So my favorite foundation right now, it's the Glossier foundation, but it's because it feels like skincare. I could just literally put it on with my fingers and it feels like I'm just blending in a moisturizer and it gives me coverage. So I'm like breaking out over here. On a day-to-day, I would just let them breathe because they need to breathe, but I just want to show you how I do this. Like that much is good. And just anywhere there's like darkness or slight discoloration, and honestly blending with my fingers is great. I need to wear a foundation that doesn't feel like I'm wearing a foundation. Do you know what I mean? Because I get the ick when I'm out and it's already been like hours and hours and you feel gross and you can't go home just yet. If you're gonna wear foundation anyway, I feel like you should wear one that's actually comfortable. So I'm getting ready right now for this YouTube video that I'm gonna film, which is why I quit modeling, and I feel like that is gonna be, I think it's a juicy topic. I don't know if you followed me for like makeup content or for modeling content. At one point, I only posted modeling content, like how to start modeling. I was making modeling advice videos and just sharing my photo shoots a lot. I just completely stopped doing that and pivoted and started doing makeup content, and I never really addressed it. So it will be tea time very soon. Then I've been really loving these concealers from YSL Beauty, and I use two shades because one's a bit warmer and peachier and it helps like cover the under eye bags a bit more. And on top of that, I really like this applicator. I think that's one of the reasons why I keep it in my purse, because it's just so soft, like the way it applies. I have also been now converted to using concealer brushes. I never have before. I would always use my fingers until I got this one from Rose Inc. And it's just like the perfect density and softness, because there's some concealer brushes that are just itchy. So I guess I learned some stuff through modeling because I would watch makeup artists kind of spray their brushes with a setting spray first just to wet it, because if you think about if you're actually painting a canvas, why would you go in with a dry brush, I guess? But anyway, let's blend this in, and it just blends really nicely. And again, like going from the edge of the brush, just being light-handed as if you're painting an actual painting. So I haven't put on like a full face of makeup in any of my recent beauty videos. I think that used to make me feel insecure and also made me not want to post anything because I'm like, oh, I don't have a full face of makeup on. It's gonna look however it's gonna look. And I kind of just got over it and let the eye bags do their thing. At one point, I just made peace with it. I go in with the lighter shade, which is LC2. So I'll just like do a dot of that right where there's still like grayness. Just keep blending, just keep blending. Sometimes I can't even fathom that I actually had a modeling era because that was just so far from who I was as a kid. Well, I did have an era as a toddler, like I was very into princesses and Barbie and Hello Kitty, and I was always obsessed with Hello Kitty like throughout. There was a tomboy phase, or I don't know if it was a tomboy phase as much as like reject anything feminine phase. I refused to wear makeup. I would get in screaming matches with my mom for not wanting to wear makeup before events or weddings. Always felt so awkward dressing up and wearing dresses. I just had like a turning point somewhere. I'm just gonna add these eye drops really quick. It's called Lumify, but it'll just brighten the whites of your eyes. A lot of people use it in photo shoots or actors use it. I don't really know what the science is there, but it just brightens the white of your eyes. It's a little trick. So if I am going to wear eyeshadow, my favorite tones on my skin tone and just like my personal taste are anything that's like these lavender purpley shades. This is a perfect example from Chanel Beauty, but YSL also has another one that has all these like purpley mauve shades in it, and I think that looks best on me. So I already put a bit of concealer on my lids, but I don't do like a full conceal because if it's just a casual everyday, I don't really mind. Like, I'm gonna start with the lightest purple shade right here. I don't really like pinks on my lids. I'm gonna do this shade and maybe like 1, 2, 3. Truth be told, I just use my fingers. But these are just so pretty. It makes you not want to use them because this is like the limited edition tweed. I don't want to ruin it. But I'll just use my ring finger and go onto the outer edges. And obviously yours, like whatever purpley shade you choose, does not need to be a luxury brand. And I'm just gonna keep building up. Like with this shade right there, and then this shade, the darkest one. But I usually just keep it in the outer third, like right here, and then I'll put a sparkle in the middle if I want. Let's do the eyes. So I really like this double-ended one from Valentino. So I'll kind of follow the shape of my lower lash, like while my eyes are fully open, and I'll kind of like do this to draw a straight line to the edge, and then I'll just fill it in. Then we curl. This was a new slash to me in college, but finding a lash curler that is actually meant for your eye shape is important. So I like the one from Shiseido because it's meant for anyone with a smaller lid space or Asian eyes. You want to start at the base and keep pumping little by little all the way to the end. So I'm gonna give you a better view. I don't know where if I should look so you can see them better. For mascara, we're gonna go in with this one from MAC. It's called the MAC Stack, but it's like really cute and little, and it fits in your purse perfectly, or any like little purse it fits. And I kind of like starting and focusing only on the ends because I don't want a heavy lash that's gonna weigh down my lashes because they tend to droop. I just blink on them and like barely touch it. Really try to get it on the end lashes there. And then that way it looks a lot longer. Even though this has like a pretty big wand for Asian eyes, it's pretty easy to control. So something I hate about only having eyeliner on is that it looks too top heavy on me. There's all this like blankness down here and in the waterline that could be filled. You could use a black, like the other end of the Valentino, which I do like to do if I'm going for like something more intense. But day to day, I just want to look natural and warm. So there's this one from Rare Beauty that's a maroon shade, or if you grab any brown or maroon shade and you have brown eyes, or I think any colored eye, it would look a lot softer. I'm just gonna go into the waterline right here and very softly smudge it in. I used to fill this part in to my eyeliner, but I leave a gap since it's not black. It's not necessary. And it's really subtle. I don't know if you can tell the difference at all, but it's, to me, I can tell. Like, it's really subtle, but it just warms your eye up a little bit and just makes it, I feel like it makes it look bigger. This part took a lot of getting used to, and you don't have to do this if it's uncomfy, but makeup artists would always do it on me, and I just got used to it. Can you see a difference? I feel like I can. There we go. And I'll keep this open. I think that effect makes your eyes look bigger from afar, like lighter. I don't contour every day, but if I were to, I would use this one from Fenty Beauty. It's in the shade Amber, which is the perfect shade if you have a lighter complexion, but Fenty Beauty has just like such a big shade range. I have a neutral undertone, so I like to go for something neutral or cooler. On an everyday, I'm not gonna do like a full, like, you know? I'm just gonna do a dot. Like right there. I learned this one from TikTok. It'll just be the hollow of your cheek. I'll just spray a brush. Even though it's not the right brush, like whatever I have, I'll just use the edge of it to push it in and push it up. Yeah. For blush, I thought we'd try something new because I love all the same beauty blushes, but they just sent me all of their shades from their previous shade range and the new shades. There's one calling out to me, the most purpley shade. Can you guess? I'm gonna go for the shade Baby. That's their new shade that used to be limited edition that you could only buy in like a certain set, but now they fully released it and it's a little bit leaning like lavender lilac-y. Wow, that is such a good Barbie pink. Usually I'll put on the back of my hand before I do my cheek, but we're just committing. This brush. Cute. Okay, I could have done more. I was scared. Ooh, maybe that's overkill. It's okay. It's fun. It's fun. Cute. Oh, I love this. Like, it's more of a cool toned pink. I like bringing my blush into the temple. I like keeping it in the high cheek points and then a little bit under the brow. But I love when a blush can just snatch you without really needing a contour. Temple. Yeah. The reality is that this is not an everyday makeup anymore. This is like doing a little bit more than you need to because you're on camera and it's fun. You know? A little bit on the nose. I feel like a little doll. And just a little bit on the chin. Yeah, this blush was natural. Yeah, like I just woke up like this. Like I just went on a light jog and this is what I look like now. Oh my god, it's so pretty. For lips, I have a couple that I love, so I'm just gonna show you all of them. So I'm always gonna prep with anything Laneige, like the lip balm, the peppermint lip balm, and I'll barely squeeze it out because you don't need that much. This one has a slight pink tint to it, but I'll literally kiss it off even though I put barely anything on there. So we just want like a slight hydration. And every day I'm not gonna wear a lip liner like on a chill day, but I love the Glossier Ultra Lips because they're so easy and it feels like you're just wearing a lip balm, but that's literally it. It's so easy to just blot on and it's cute and it's fast. It's pretty low maintenance and you can build it up. But this is the shade Cachet, which is like a dark brown. It's like different levels of like dressed upness with the lip because this is like super casual, threw it on, whatever, but we can like work our way up. Going through my lip rotation basically. This is also something I keep in my purse. It's the Rare Beauty Lip Oil in Affection. And you don't need to put lip balm on because it's so hydrating. The faintest tingliness, like if you hate tingliness and mintiness, it's not gonna bother you because it wears off. It's very, very, very subtle. But I could just be messy with it and do a full swipe. Blend it out. It's just an easy way to get a nice impact on the color. And then if you wanted to fill it in all the way you could, just using the tip, like right here. And then blending the edges. It's really pretty on its own. It's simple. I get annoyed by my little like lip lines like right here, or the Say Glossy Bounce in the shade Dream. I pair with this, but any shade of these are really good. It just helps smooth out the lip a lot. And this color is just so pretty. You're kidding. I lost this lip for a while. I just had it in one of my purses and I couldn't find it. And I just cleaned out everything and I found the color payoff. Please. She's everything. Such a good berry tone. But I saved the last lipstick that's the hardest to take off for last. It's gonna be this red one, also from NARS. I'm just gonna do the red lip liner. Lip balm. That's literally all I need. That is such a good cool tone red. It's very Valentine's Day. Should I just rename this whole look for like Valentine's Day? Like, oh my god, we haven't set anything yet. We can't just go out like this. The Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. Let's just do that. Anywhere that's shiny. This is so not an everyday makeup. I did more. I was just a little extra with it. Oh, it's messy right there. That's the full look, and the blush is so cute. We have a purpley blush, really subtle purpley eyeshadow. It's like barely noticeable, but it's just casual. It's just casual, okay? Glamour shots. I think we got it. I think we got it.